May Measurement Month is an annual global screening campaign that aims to raise awareness of the risks associated with elevated blood pressure, also known as hypertension. The best way to prevent disease is to regularly get your blood pressure checked. So please take some time to roll your sleeves up. I know that blood pressure numbers can be a bit confusing, so I'm going to walk you through the two numbers above and below that we measure when we take your blood pressure. Your systolic blood pressure is a measure of the pressure measured in millimeters of mercury when your heart is pumping or contracting, and that is the measurement of pressure in your arteries. The diastolic measure is the pressure of your blood in your arteries when your heart is relaxing. Those two numbers combined, the systolic on top and the diastolic on the bottom, give us an overall indication of your blood pressure in that moment. High blood pressure is considered to be anything over 140/90. So that's 140 systolic and 90 diastolic. Now, we wouldn't diagnose high blood pressure in one sitting unless it was extremely high. Generally, what we do is measurements over a period of time, and usually around 3. And that gives us a general understanding of what your blood pressure truly is like. The vast majority of people who suffer with high blood pressure do not know that they have it, i.e. the symptoms are asymptomatic. You don't tend to have any symptoms. If you do have symptoms, it could be headache or dizziness, but they are uncommon. So the reason why we are so pragmatic about blood pressure and blood pressure reading is to try and pick it up early and prevent disease. Prolonged high blood pressure over time can cause issues like strokes, heart attacks, but they can also damage the small vessels in the back of the eye and your kidneys as well, which can lead to kidney failure. Low blood pressure is regarded as anything below 90/60 millimeters of mercury. This can be problematic for people if it causes symptoms like dizziness, loss of consciousness in the more extreme case, or fatigue. It usually affects people who are elderly, who have lost their normal mechanisms that maintain blood pressure when doing things like bending over, or also from the impact of medications. But those numbers, 90/60, doesn't always necessarily mean that it's harmful for the individual. And this is why it's always important to see your doctor if you do have low numbers below 90/60. The best thing I can recommend to people when it comes to blood pressure is getting routinely checked.